This Avalanche safety report is brought to you by Mountain TV. Watch Mountain TV anywhere with our free Roku, Apple TV, and Fire TV apps. Learn more at mtn-tv.com.
Brian, great to see you again this week.
Hey, yeah, thanks for having us back.
Yeah, you bet. No, we're off to a good start with our new series here going into the winter and holidays upon us. Thanksgiving right around the corner, Brian. And give us an update on avalanche conditions. What's happening?
Yeah, well, so after some pretty good snow at the end of October and very early November, it's been pretty dry. So we're in need of some snow. And right now it's a tale of kind of two different snowpacks, depending on where you are in the state. And I think the best way to illustrate this is just by showing some imagery.
Sure.
So here is an example of what it looks like on high elevation north facing slopes. So these are still the few places that have hung on to snow despite this warm, dry period. It has not yet melted out. Where by contrast, if you look at southerly facing slopes, there is no snow. It is pretty much melted off. What this means is we've got a storm, finally, some more active weather coming in. And the most dangerous slopes are going to be where new snow falls on the snow that's still sticking around. On those slopes, we do have a snowpack structure. You can see here the snow is only about a foot, maybe 2 feet deep in its deepest. And it's mostly weak. But in places that aren't completely sheltered from the sun, we now have these breakable crusts on top of the snowpack. And this video really demonstrates what's going on going into this next storm.
I'm here in the Central Mountains, near where the Elk and West Elk Mountains meet at Paradise Divide, around 11,500 feet. Right now, we've got a thin crust right up here in the upper snowpack. You can see that crust sliding. It's got facets on top of it. There's also very weak facets beneath it. And as we load this crust facet combination over the course of the next week to 10 days, we're expecting to see a pretty significant rise in avalanche danger, where this weak layer becomes our main weak layer of concern.
This video really sets the stage for what's coming. And let me show you what's coming, which is essentially an end to our really dry period. I've outlined Colorado here in the red. You can see that we've got this low pressure system spinning off the coast of California. It's going to start pumping clouds and moisture into the state of Colorado. And then we see some decent snow Thursday and into Friday. And then this trough moves through over the weekend. And so our better shot for more widespread snow comes on Sunday. And what that's going to do is then add snow to those very weak snow surfaces that you just saw in the last video. Here's what the snow totals are going to look like. You can see our first pulse of snow comes in on Thursday. It's not a ton of snow, but you can see we might hit 6 or 8 inches up near Steamboat Spring in the Park Range, in a few places around the Elk Mountains or the Grand Mesa. Could see more than about 4 or 5 inches before the next pulse comes in Sunday, is what you're seeing here. And then we're looking at storm totals of, 10 inches, maybe more up near the Park Range. That's going to increase avalanche danger because what it's falling on is so weak. And so we're likely to end up back in this scenario as early as Friday morning or even Thursday afternoon, and then certainly after the weekend as the wind picks up and moves that new snow into stiffer slabs sitting on those weak snow surfaces. You can expect the most dangerous areas to be these north, northeast, and east-facing slopes above tree line for sure, and this may even extend into near tree line elevation bands.
Okay, Brian, great update. We appreciate it. Check out the website, guys, for conditions around the state. And Brian, as always, thank you so much. We'll see you back in a week or so, and we'll see how these storms pan out. Brittany had a great time talking with Brian Lazar and the team over at CAIC. We've got an exclusive segment with them that we do right here on Mountain Mornings that you just saw. And there's so much to this that we've been learning a lot about